What?
So are we streaming?
I think we're streaming. Hang on. I'm just going to go look and see on the apps. Or if anybody is watching, holler in the chat. Yeah. Looks like you're reaching up into the...
I have these tentacles that were...
Battleship tentacles.
Right, I have a CD case over here. And I stuck the tentacles on. I bought these tentacles because I was going to make a friend of mine at work has he does model ships.
Yeah, that's what I said. Battleship tentacles.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Did I tell you about it?
You did. Yeah. Back.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I remember.
So,
yeah.
At the early days of the pandemic, because I was doing this contest for, I was doing this model. I was going to put it in a show in June, and it never. I have a couple models. Madigan put one together. It's pretty cool, but I never did. I bought all kinds. I bought a mat. I bought the stuff to make it. But now I just have these tentacles. I never put it together. Who knows? So we good?
We're good. We are live. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Okay, welcome to On the Cross with Lucas Murphy. I'm Lucas Murphy. And as always, to my extreme left, Nathan P., my expert knob twiddler, Nathan P. Woodard of Nathan P. Woodard fame. What's the good word, Nathan?
The good word is worms.
Oh, good. I don't know if I like where this is going. You got a case of the pinworms?
Ooh, no. Ooh.
Flatworms?
The pinworm. I remember my brother had the pinworms when he was little, and I saw the worm, and the worm looked at me.
Oh, and you've never been the same.
Oh.
And you knew the worm, and the worm knew you. Our little dog was dragging his butt around on the carpet today, and Maggie's like, why is he doing that? I'm like, I hope his butt just itches like once, like you just scratch his butt and he doesn't have pinworms.
He's he's stealing that bit from Louis, and who got it stolen from him by Dane Cook. Now your dog's doing the bit, the itchy butt bit.
He says that he does it every time he goes outside and uses the bathroom. I was like, he's just wiping his ass on our carpet. And I told Madigan that he was going to have to start wiping his dog's ass outside before he brings it in. He loves to drink some dirty water out in the yard. So we have a couple spots in the back of the yard where we get some standing water if it rains a whole lot. So I don't know. He might be getting some pinworms. I don't know how you get those. So what's why are you going fishing?
Oh no, I've gotten into a hot new sport called blaseball.
Oh, I thought it was pronounced blase ball.
Blase ball.
Yeah, I saw you post something about it, and I thought it was blase ball.
It's a video game where you gamble on fake baseball, and I've become a big fan of the Ohio Worms.
Oh,
they're my team.
No, it was. I saw that somewhere. That was on an anime called Doro. They have a baseball team who's the Worms. It's not Ohio though, and they have another one. I can't remember what the other one is. Some kind of shark. That's interesting. This Worm's a great mascot. This light is bright.
They got some.
Are you gambling real money on these?
No, there's no real money. There's not even like a thing where you have to spend real money to get fake money.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna try to explain the game because well, in your own free time, look up the game and then scratch your head and be like, how does anyone get into this game? Because the rules are so ridiculous.
So it's not real baseball at all?
It's baseball. It's basically like the skeleton of baseball, but then with like a fantasy element where you get to vote on all the rules once a week.
Okay.
So it gets pretty out of control.
When you first said fantasy element, I thought you meant just like fantasy baseball.
No, I mean it is like fantasy baseball, but with also like in season 12, the fans killed God. That was what they voted to do.
Yeah, so that sounds fun. You play this on Steam?
No, it's just you can play it on your phone.
Oh, really?
It's it's a very low engagement. Every hour there's a new day in the game. Season lasts a week, and you just gamble on all the teams all week long. And then there's like on the weekend there's like the championships, the post-season games. And then
there's no in-app purchases on this.
No in-app purchases. If you run out of money, you can go get breadcrumbs from the concession stand and then beg for more money.
Oh, so there is in-game money, but you can only get it. You have to earn it in-game.
Right, yeah. You make money in the game betting on the games.
So do you have any control over how the game, if you win or lose? Do you actually play the game, or is the game betting on a fake game?
The game is betting on the fake games. So there's like 20 teams, and they all play all day and all night, Monday through Friday. And sometimes they die or they get swept away in a flash flood. You might lose your player, might get magically switched to another team in the middle of a game or swallowed up into a hellmouth.
All right. Well, we'll check it out.
Go Worms.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to ask. What other teams are there?
There's the Mexico City Wild Wings, the Canada Moist Talkers, the Miami Dale, the Los Angeles Unlimited Tacos.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Baltimore Crabs just won the pennant this week, and the Worms came in dead last.
Well, if you can't come in first, come in last.
Well, I bought stale popcorn from the snack stand, which gives me a cash rebate every time the Worms lose. So I'm still sitting pretty.
Oh, there you go. That's okay. All right, so let's get into this. We're going to go ahead and do the puzzle, the crossword for Tuesday, tomorrow. We're doing crosswords from the future. Let me remember how to get on here. There we go. Tuesday, March 16th. Yeah.
That's right.
That means Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day, isn't it?
And today's the Ides of March.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet there's... Well, no, that would have been yesterday's puzzle. I bet if we did Monday's puzzle, there would be a reference to it. Because that comes up in crosswords quite a bit anyway.
I love that word.
All right, we got a 6-letter. We're starting off with a 6-letter word here for diving birds. Osprey? I think it might be an osprey. Nope. What birds dive? Falcons. No, that's not enough letter for falcons.
It's probably a seabird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Osprey. I don't know what other birds. And egret, maybe?
An egret.
I think after 2 tries, we should move on to the next one. That'll blank you. Oh, I think that'll show you. No? Good God. That'll
learn.
No. Well, learn doesn't fit, and teach doesn't fit either. Man, we are not all, well, I mean, this is just the first 2, so let's not get too down on ourselves here. Lousy. Oh, we're doing this crossword. Lousy. 3-letter word for lousy.
Ass.
You mean riddled with lice. No. Lousy. Bad? Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no, that's weak. Weak sauce, Will. Let's see. 6-letter word for nay. Now, this spelling of nay, I bet it's Winnie.
Oh, it's
no, good God. This spelling of nay, this is not like how when you vote. I thought that was N-A-E.
And voting is the N-A-Y.
Okay. So what would this be?
Nay. Is it N-E-A-N-E?
No, it's N-A-Y. It's N-A-Y. But I don't know if a 6-letter word that would mean a vote of dissent. Does dissent fit? No. All right, let's just move on.
Oh boy.
Frozen yogurt flavor, 4 letters.
Poop.
Yeah, well, that's my favorite.
That's the Nathan for you flavor.
Poop. It's not poop. It doesn't fit. Could be turd. No, not turd.
It's probably a good flavor.
Well, when I get frozen yogurt, which I don't really get frozen yogurt. I used to when it was a new thing, like in the 90s, and I would always get peach, but it doesn't fit.
Mint.
Oh, I bet. No, I can't think of anything that's specific to frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
I say no. Okay, let's go. Our chai? No, good God. 3-letter word for diamond stat. I think that's going to be RBI. Whew. They have RBIs in Blase ball.
Oh, I mean, it moves so fast. How would you even?
Oh.
Just when you think you're keeping stats on somebody, a rogue umpire incinerates them.
Jane Goodall at times. I don't know.
Monkey
fucker. It could be anything. Yeah. Like, I mean, she could be doing anything at times.
Pooper. A real B word.
I bet this is part of the theme of the puzzle for today. Jane Goodall at times. Is Jane Goodall? She's not still alive, is she?
I think so. So maybe
I was going to put dead.
Nude.
Yeah, I'm going to complain if it's not. She's definitely she's a never nude. She's English novelist McEwen. Oh man, I don't know.
Isn't it Ian?
Well, there's a good chance just because every 3rd person in Britain is named Ian. Did you know that, or was that just a guess?
No, I did know that.
Okay. Where? No, now where blank we. 4 letters. Now where.
Now where blank we.
We. Now I would think now where are we, but that R doesn't fit. Now where. Will we maybe? No, it does start with a W though. Now where
when we.
Now where when we. That's a. No, it's not.
I was making a joke.
Well, I thought it might actually have been in. I thought it was some sort of pun.
Like a Doctor Who line. The question isn't now where are we? It's now when we.
Or what? No. Oh, where were we? Bert. Now, where were we? Ooh. Oh. Okay, this says arborist interest. And I read it twice. It almost said abortionist.
Abortionist.
I was like, abortionist? I'm like, surely he's not abortionist. I'm like, yeah, it is abortionist. I'm going to check it one more time. Oh, arborist. It's an arborist. Okay.
Well, I don't know what they're into.
I guess it would be trees. Limb. I bet it's a limb.
Baby.
No, it's not. Well, an arborist would be interested in a baby if that Rockabye Baby song is right.
Oh, yeah. Baby's in that treetop. We got to get him out of there.
The bough's going to break. And that's the arborist's job, is trimming those weak boughs.
Is it limb?
Arborist enough. That's what I thought, too. It's not limb.
Wood?
Arborist, it could be wood, I guess. No. It's tree.
No. I thought we tried tree.
I was thinking trees, but, I always forget. It would have been interest. Whatever. An aesthetic sense. Aesthetic sense. Style, maybe? No.
Nope.
God. Aesthetic sense. Panache. Anybody ever tell you have panache?
I've never had panache.
No, me neither. All right, let's go on. Nabokov novel, 3 letters. I think it might be Kim. No. What is it? What is a Nabokov novel? I mean, I know Lolita. That's more than 3 letters. I don't have any idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9-letter word for corn farmer at harvest time. I would say husker, but I don't think that's going to be. Corn farmer at harvest time. This is another question mark one. What would a corn farmer at harvest time be?
Shucky boy.
Oh, it could be Shucker. No, it's not Shucker. Shucky Ducky. Whack, whack.
Shucky Ducky. That's gonna be a pun. There's no way we can figure it out.
Yeah. All right, we'll get it on the downs. Sharp.
Oh wait.
What? You got it?
I'm all ears.
Oh, I bet it is all ears. Wait a minute.
Check and see if the last 4 are ears.
I am, yeah. No.
Damn.
Ear. I wonder if the first 4 are ears. Yep. Ear. What would the rest of it be? Earful, ear.
Well, at least we know that's right.
No, it's not ear to ear. Oh, okay. I'm sure we'll figure it out, and all the other ones will make sense too. Sharp as a photo. You're a photographer, Nathan. What is it? Focused?
I guess.
No, it's not focused.
Crispy.
Crispy. Look at these crispy folks. Is that how you bring them in? I like upload these crispy pics I got for you, boss.
Sharp, as in a photo.
I guess I understand what you mean by crispy. People do say crisp.
Well, crisp, yeah, but I was just trying to make it fit. Did you try in focus?
Oh, that seems like, yeah, that's what it is. In focus. Remove via a coup, say. Well, I would say usurp, but it's only 4 letters. So what's a 4-letter word that would mean the same as usurp? Oust.
Oh, oust.
That drives me crazy how they call an ousting an ouster. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He's been ousted.
That infuriates me. It makes no sense as far as language goes. The ouster of what? 6-letter word for role for George Clooney, Michael Keaton, and Christian Bale.
Batman.
I wish I was looking for a joke, but I couldn't find one. Just plain old Batman. And now, what's his name? Edward Cullen. They left out the best, Adam West. If you obey all the rules, you miss all the, quote, attributed to Katharine Hepburn. I'm going to guess fun.
I was going to say Val Kilmer, the other Batman they left out.
Oh, yeah, they did leave out Val Kilmer. He wasn't bad.
He had the sexiest lips of any Batman.
Oh, yeah, a little pouty. Michael Keaton's were like just tight, like a butthole.
Like, yeah, chapped, just dry ass lips.
I'm not a big fan of that movie, but it's not because of Val Kilmer. I don't think he's the problem.
Oh yeah, you know, I just watched The Lost Boys.
Oh, really?
First time, and I'd never seen it before, and I was like, this movie is fucking great.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I loved it when I saw it when it came out. I guess I was in 6th or 7th grade. God, it was so cool. Corey Feldman. I mean, look at Corey Feldman. Like how cool he was at an age where you can't really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you're so easily taken advantage of when he gets to, I mean, I guess he's doing all right for himself. He's great in that movie, though. The Frog Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wonder whatever happened to it.
They wanted to make it just like a Goonies movie, but with vampires.
Yeah, kind of.
But then they like the studio was like, no, make it sexier vampires.
Yeah.
So they turned it into teen hunk vampires.
Yeah, I still think it's a good movie, though.
It's a great movie.
Need to watch that one with Oni. We watched a horrible movie. You know, I think I said something to you. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, though, that me and Ione, my 11-year-old daughter, she's into horror movies. So every Friday we watch 1, sometimes 2 horror movies. And we watched just the worst. This is the worst one we've watched. We've been doing it for a while now, for months, a couple months, weeks. We've watched all the Alien movies. Well, all the first 4 Alien movies.
Oh, okay.
We haven't watched, and some other ones, the Evil Dead movies. We didn't watch Army of Darkness yet. She didn't really care for Evil Dead 2, and I don't like it either, so we're kind of just stalled out. But we watched this movie that she picked out called Axe Giant. Guess who the bad guy was? Guess who the creature of Axe Giant was?
Give me a year.
That the movie came out?
Yeah.
It probably the late part of the 2010s. No, it'd be the 2010s. The early part of the 2010s, probably.
Early 2010s, Axe Giant. So it's a giant person?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Jason Momoa?
No, I'm not. No, it's a CGI monster.
Oh,
I mean the character, Jason Momoa.
I was just trying to picture like a big guy playing the Axe Giant.
No, there was nobody in this movie. Okay, the only star, the biggest star in this movie is Dan Haggerty, who you may remember who played in Gentle Ben. So in the 70s, it was about a mountain man who had a bear for a friend. You know, in the 70s where like animal friends were real big. He had a small role in this. No, it's about a killer Paul Bunyan.
What?
It's Paul Bunyan. Paul Bunyan is an axe giant.
Okay.
They find that these kids are like on a probation program, like a camp, like a boot camp if you get in trouble. And so they're out going on hikes and stuff in his woods, and they come across the skeleton and exposed grave of Babe the Blue Ox, and they steal one of his horns. So Paul Bunyan comes and he chops one woman, the child, really in half. Chops her in half, straight down the middle. It was absolutely horrible. Oni was like, well, the CGI is really bad. The stunts are really bad. But it's got a good story. Does it? She's like, you think that she actually liked it? I didn't. I chose to watch this old Russian movie called V. It's like from 1967, VIE. It was the first horror movie released in Soviet Russia. And the only way they got it past the censors was they said it's based on a folktale, but it's not really based on a folktale. It's based on a short story by Gogol, Nikolai Gogol, who wrote Diary of a Madman, and he just made it up. It was a fake folktale, so it's not really a Russian folktale. It's just a story, but they tricked the censors and got it through. It's a pretty good movie, but she didn't finish watching it.
That sounds interesting.
It's a good movie. I thought it was pretty cool. If you like old weird movies from the 60s, it's almost a slapstick comedy all the way up until the very end, and it gets pretty dark pretty quick at the end. It's about an Orthodox priest he's really a student, like a Jesuit, but I guess they're not Jesuits. Who they let them all go away for summer vacation. And when all these young priests in training leave, they immediately just one steals a goose. They just start stealing stuff because they don't have any money, and then it shows them grabbing up women. And Oni is like, "What are they doing?" And it's like, "Well, they're stealing food because they don't have any money." He's like, "Are they stealing women?" I'm like, I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm not sure. But he ends up spending the night in a stable, and this old witch tries to seduce him, and he won't have anything to do with her. So she puts a spell on him, and she rides him around the countryside like a horse. And it shows him he's got her on, and she's whipping him with her broom, and he's flying. He starts flying. That's when he realizes she's a horse. When he comes down, he beats her to death with a stick, and she turns into a beautiful young woman. And it turns out it's like a local merchant's daughter, and he has to pray over her body for 3 nights but they don't know that he's the one who beat her to death. I recommend it. Okay, let's get back into this. I felt like I was going to say something about a different horror movie, but I forgot. Trade jabs with maybe Spar. Yeah, there we go. Woman in a garden. 3 letters. Eve. That's a little vague.
Oh, you telling here me we go.
Kiln? Tell me Kiln doesn't have a beverage with a phonetic hint to 17, 26, 51, and 63 across. 26 is the only one we even have part of. Beverage with a phonetic hint. It's not going to be root beer. Let's just come back to it. 3-letter word for the city in 2002, City of God. Is it Rio? But I thought that movie was older than that. 2002? Gar of Young Frankenstein.
Terry?
I think it's 2002 is right. Terry. Yep, that's Terry. 3-letter word for abbreviation on a photocopier tray. 3 letters. Photocopier tray? I don't know. You know this one? Abbreviation on the photocopier tray?
I don't.
Yep,
wait, I gotta. No, this one doesn't say anything.
6-letter word for cat or goat breed. I mean, I don't know. A mountain cat? No, it doesn't fit.
Calico.
Are there calico goats? Nope.
I don't know.
I want a calico goat.
Oh, what about? Well, no, that doesn't fit.
Honey loving bear for 4 letters. Oh, I think you might like this one.
Poop.
Winnie the Poop.
He's the honey loving bear.
I mean, to be fair, I think all bears at least like honey. 6, 7. Name of self-identification as Deutsch for Germans. Name of self-identification as Deutsch for Germans. I don't understand this one. Do you?
Name of self-identification as Deutsch for Germans.
Yeah. The example is Deutsch for. I mean, nationality. I don't think that's it. It's not an ethnicity. No. Well, let's just move on. Lumberjacks and we were just talking about Paul Bunyan. Lumberjacks in unsafe working conditions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, this is another 9. One.
Yeah. So this is some kind of tree. Unsafe working. Danger. No. I don't know. I have to come back to it. Declaration in a swearing in ceremony. I think that might be vow. No? Oh, speaking of vows, congratulations on your anniversary.
Oh, thank you. I went for a bike ride.
Oh, that's nice. We need to get I got the kids' bikes out a couple weeks ago. Put the air in the tire. They rode them. I haven't gotten mine out. Well, I got it out, but I haven't ridden it.
I rode like 15 miles. Well,
man,
we
that's
did.
A trek.
All the way to Indiana.
Can you ride your bike across the bridge?
Across the walking bridge.
You're allowed to do that?
Yeah. But I realized that I've gotten I'm almost to the age where I'm getting to where I'm like, I'm going to you know what? I'm gonna get myself a nice, comfortable bike, and then I'm like looking it up online. Like I'm gonna spend a bunch of money I don't need making this bike way too nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be that old guy with like
you're gonna get a recumbent?
No. But I'm gonna build like a real comfortable cruiser with like a
like a big banana seat.
I don't know what kind of seat, but definitely not like. I mean, I have like a nice fixed gear bike that I ride, but
yeah, I don't have. My bike is not a fixed gear, but it's not a what do you call them where it's not a fixed gear where it doesn't have brakes. It has the brakes where you can you just put them back. It's just a single gear, no hand brakes,
single speed. Yeah, mine has brakes, and it has
yours
a flip flop hub.
But you have the one where you can pedal backwards.
It has like the wheel. You can put it on either way. So one way it freewheels, and the other way.
Okay, so it'll have what do they call it? A flywheel? Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
So you can coast. So do you have it set where you can't coast?
No, that sucks.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
I mean, if you're like
a bike.
If you're riding out in the country on like a straightaway and it's flat, the fixed gear is nice. It just keeps that momentum going.
It's really for bike messengers.
Well, it's for racing. It's completely impractical for like city biking.
Well, I know this the bike messengers like them because it has the gear is real thick and it doesn't break as much because they have to jump up and down on sidewalks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like so the single gear doesn't break. It's thicker. I bought a bike from the bike messenger shop downtown. It was an old cheap mountain bike that they converted into a fixed gear, but it wasn't a true fixed gear because it still had the flywheel. You just couldn't adjust. You couldn't adjust the gears. It was just fixed on a single gear, and it only had a front brake, which I didn't know that was a thing. But a lot of the fixed gear bikes only have a front brake.
Yeah, mine has brakes, but now I want one with like a variable speed internally geared hub.
Yeah. What about
something stupid expensive? I'm not to trike yet, but I did look at some trikes. If I was going to build a trike, I'd build an electric trike.
Well, why don't you just get a big Harley trike motorcycle?
I'd rather have like a Silver Wing.
Oh yeah. I think you could get a bike like that at a reasonable price.
I just want to build it myself.
This should be even more reasonable than if you're just buying the parts.
Sometimes it depends. It's one of those things where like package deals, you can end up spending less.
Well,
but I have a frame that I'm going to use.
That's true. You do. When you piece it out, sometimes you can end up spending it. It adds up. I bought my bike from bikesdirect.com and it was pretty good. I like it. Okay, let's go. They're not paying us to sponsor them. Declaration and a swearing in ceremony. 1, 2, 3 letters.
I do.
It's not vow. Oh yeah. 5 letters. Mecca resident.
Zilla.
What?
Oh, it's MECC.
Yeah.
I was thinking Mecha like MECH.
Oh, like Mecha.
Although Godzilla? Now I'm thinking about Mecha Godzilla, and he's got like the little funny hat on and the little mat rolled out.
Well,
and
he's
storming through Tokyo, and then he like looks at his watch.
He's got to stop and face west. Oh man. It's not going to be. It's not Arab. It's not Muslim. Oh, it's Saudi. Make muddy as water. What do you call it when you muddy up water? I don't know. 4-letter word for figure out. For figure out. So I don't know. Sus? Oh yeah. No, wait a minute.
What have you done?
It is sus. But not the Among Us version. Your kids into Among Us?
They do. They say sus all the time now.
Really? My kids don't say sus that much, but they do play Among Us.
Like back in my day, sus meant gay.
Really?
No.
No.
Like
that must have been regional.
An implication that there's something suspicious about this behavior.
Yeah. Well, that's what it means now, right?
Yeah. It's like
you're sus. Ooh, 3-letter word for ooh. Could it be yuck? No. Ooh. Ew. Yeah, 3-letter word.
Ugh.
Ugh. That's not ugh. Now, let's see if we can get through. Here's another one of the themed ones. Caterer's coffee dispenser. It was usually like a semaphore or an urn. I don't know what they're going to call it. Caterer's coffee dispenser.
A carafe.
Oh, it could be a carafe, but
I don't think that's.
No,
it's more letters.
I haven't figured out the joke to this yet.
One of the dumb ones.
Yeah.
Too.
Broke a fast. That's going to be 8. 4-letter word for fulfill, as in expectations. Fulfill. Meet. Yep. 6-letter word for jalopy. What's a junker, maybe? You think it's a junker? No? What's another word for a jalopy? Like Archie's jalopy.
Clunker?
Could be a clunker. Oh, lemon. I bet it's lemon. No, it's not lemon. I don't know. I've ran out of synonyms for jalopy. Okay. 3-letter word for directory listings. Abbrev. Could be, I bet it's ADD. No. Dang. 4-letter word for lushes. Well, it could be sots. This seems to have a British sling to it because sots and sus aren't those British terms?
I know,
like a drunken sot.
That's in the Grinch song.
Passover meals. Satyrs. If I could spell it right. Satyrs. There we go.
That's a tough one.
And now we're on to the downs. Irk with at. I think this is going to be gnaw. Gnaw at.
Gnaw at.
Yep. Yeah, been gnawing at me. Part of a pulley. Oh, rope?
Of a pulley.
Yeah, it's rope. Excuse me. Final words of many a fairy tale. Ever
after.
And let's see, 4 down. Reason to draw a doodle, maybe. I think that's going to be boredom.
Oh.
3 down, 3 letters. It's 5 down. Hot time in Paris. Oh, what is the French word for summer? Hiver is winter. Summer is Is it ETE? Yeah, okay. We're calling that French. Shakers or Quakers? Oh, I bet that's sect.
What is Grebes?
Where do you see? Oh, that's a good question. What is Grebes? Diving birds. Oh, I did not know that. Did you?
Yeah, I knew that. That's Grebes? Why I said, what's Grebes? Father, what's Grebes?
You must hide your potato chips, for the Grebes will sweep down upon them. Late jazz pianist Chick. Could be Korea. 8 down. Call to have food delivered. Order out.
Ooh, order out.
I might order out tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. I made sloppy joes tonight and had everything going. I already had the meat cooked, like the ground beef cooked, and I had like the onions and peppers and stuff that I add to it and garlic. I had them like ready to add the sauce, and I thought I had 2 cans, so like manwich. I didn't have any.
Oh no!
So I've made it from scratch before, so I whipped it together from scratch. It's just ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar, and like tomato sauce if you have it. Which I had some canned tomatoes. It was still pretty good. It was actually, it was all right. It was good. You like a sloppy joe?
I do.
I think especially when you like. I don't think I would like it just straight out of the can, just like beef in can. And the canned manwich, but I chop up onions and peppers and fresh garlic and put it in there. I usually try to add some tomatoes, canned tomatoes if I have them, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. Loose meat. Can you think of another loose meat sandwich besides sloppy joes? I guess. How would you call a Reuben? Oh, what happened? You disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know. My camera shuts off for a second every once in a while.
I don't think I would call a Reuben a loose meat sandwich. I mean, it just depends because sometimes the corned beef sliced.
It should be like a shaved corned beef.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a chip beef. You can get there's chip beef sandwiches, like a shit on the shingle type thing. That's not really a sandwich though. I can't think of any other loose meat sandwiches.
What about BBQ?
I guess a barbecue sandwich would be a loose meat sandwich, yeah. And I think that sloppy joes, if not, is definitely barbecue adjacent. Especially you realize that when you make the sauce yourself, because you're basically just making barbecue sauce. My mom used to do that growing up. She would just make sloppy joes with barbecue sauce.
My mom used to just make chili with ketchup.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did she put chili powder in it?
I think so. Although we weren't a spicy food family, so
because
ketchupy.
If you put, that sounds more like closer to sloppy joes than chili.
It was pretty close to just sloppy joe. Yeah, sometimes.
That reminds me of a dish a friend of mine used to make when we were in college that he called hobo stew. But I think he added potatoes to it with just loose meat, ketchup, and he put potatoes in it. It was hobo stew because apparently that's like what a hobos would make.
I mean,
or maybe the meat he got was made from hobos. I don't know.
I just learned about Korean army stew, and I want to make that.
What's in that?
It's like hobo stew, but it has like Spam in it.
Oh, you see, I like Spam. In the right circumstances, it's real salty. So I don't like too salty. But I do like the flavor.
It's like a noodle dish, but it's like a combination of like the cheapest Korean foods and like U.S. military rations. stolen from the bases after we pulled out of Korea.
We have some military rations in here, and I guess my dad gave them to us. I don't remember where they came from. Let's see. We have 3-letter word for match in poker. I thought I would say call, but that's 4 letters.
Oh, aren't you still on the barbecue one?
What? No, I'm on 9 down.
Oh.
We were just somehow or another we got to talking about sloppy joes that had nothing to do with the crossword puzzle.
Because I had sloppy joes for dinner sandwich.
Tonight. No, I was just talking about loose meat sandwiches because that's what we had for dinner tonight.
That was the fucking clue.
No. No, that was just me. That was just me waxing poetic about loose meat sandwiches. I would just we had pop sloppy joes ordered out. That's why the last clue, our last answer was ordered out, and I said I'm going to order out tomorrow probably. Match in poker. It wouldn't be bet. No, I don't know. C. There it is. I see it. Let's see. High calorie bakery offerings. I mean, donuts? I don't know.
It is donuts.
It doesn't really fit very well with the cross. That'll cost you. Okay, Oreo. The frozen yogurt flavor is Oreo. I mean, I think that's a little, okay, whatever. Oh, let's look at this one. We figured it out now. Jane Goodall at times is ape recorder. Oh, that's something to do with tape recorder. She's an ape recorder. It's actually I kind of like that.
Ape recorder.
If I was ever in a situation where I was introducing Jane Goodall to like in some kind of gala or something, I would introduce her as famous ape recorder, Jane Goodall. Torts. I guess it's going to be torts. Yep. Invigorating as a walk. I think it's going to be brisk.
Brisk.
Like Lipton tea.
Remember those?
What's that?
Those weird stop motion brisk tea commercials from the
90s? Yeah. The ones where one of them was a Rocky one.
There was a Rocky one. There was a Mr. Miyagi one.
Yeah. Yesterday, I was doing laundry. It went down a rabbit hole on YouTube of watching a bunch of David Spade's Hollywood Minutes from the 90s and early 2000s. Yeah. They were really funny. Ease, I think, might be a bait. Yeah, there we go. Certain train car. This could be a diner car. Now we're cooking with crust. Let's see. This is probably going to be taste. What was this one? Oh, aesthetic senses taste. That makes sense.
Toasty.
Let's see if we can get this one. Corn farmer at harvest time. Can you see it? Are you looking at the puzzle?
Uh-huh.
Ear jerker instead of tear jerker. Ew, that's disturbing.
Farm boys make do.
They do that. So it's going to be something about tea. Iced tea, probably. Fruit from a palm. Oh, what is this stuff called? Isn't it what? Oh, Ada is the. Oh, acai. I didn't know acai was from a palm. Was from palm. Capital near Glacier Bay National Park. I'm from Juneau, Alaska. If I knew. How do you spell it? Juno. 30 down. Use a snake on, say. Oh, it's going to be unclog.
Unclog.
Yeah. I've done that a time or two. You know what I find to be more efficient than a snake, although you can't use this on a toilet. You can only use it on sinks. Have you ever used those little bladder things you hook up to the end of a hose?
No.
They're just like a tube. It's a balloon, or it's a bladder is what it is. It's a balloon. And you slide it. You have to take like the grease trap off of your I don't know if it's the trap off of your sink, and then put it directly into the line going to your. It's like when it's clogged up past there, and you turn your hose on, and it blows up to the size of the pipe, so it'll fit in like watertight, and then it shoots it has a hole on the other end of it, and it shoots a really tight, high pressure water stream out, and just blows the clog out.
I've never heard of that.
Several times. Yeah, they work really well.
That sounds great.
If you have a clogged pipe. Let's see here. 3 down. 33. NYC's blank drive. Begins with the F. 3 letters. Blank NYC, New York City's. I have no idea what this is. Do you?
Fun
drive?
No.
I think FD is it FDR?
Oh, yep. That's probably what it is.
So this is going to be beverage with a phonetic hint. It is going to be iced tea. Oh, they iced the tea. Get it?
Yeah.
See, I don't like that.
It's a stretch.
Iced. Yeah, I don't like that. I liked Ape Recorder. I was disgusted by Ear Jerker, and I'm insulted by iced tea. I now blank you. Oh, I now pronounce you.
Chuck and Larry.
Have you ever seen that movie?
I have not.
Yeah,
I hear good things.
Oh, really? I find the premise insulting.
I have not heard any good things about. I now pronounce you Chuck. Where is David Spade's Hollywood Minute when we need it?
Oh, I know. Ooh, that would be rough calling out his buddy right there. That would be hard.
Wasn't that the reason why Eddie Murphy wouldn't come back to SNL for the longest time was because of David Spade's Hollywood Minute?
And it was a throwaway joke. And the thing about it was Holiday. It was I think he came back. He wasn't on the cast anymore. He came back as a host because it was when he was on Just Shoot Me, and he did Hollywood Minute. And the joke was it just showed Eddie Murphy and said, "Look, kids, a falling star." And he even acknowledged that it was like, oh, that was like kind of a low blow. Like, really? He got upset about that. Like an atrium. 4 letters.
Airy.
Okay. Proceed here and there. I think that's going to be Rome. Roam where you want to. Roam around the world.
Rock Lobster.
I am a fan of those 70s and early 80s era B-52s. Such a weird band.
Very weird band.
It's such a weird band, man. I like this. They have some jams, man. Some really good songs. Kind of cable. 40 down. Kind of cable. Oh, it's gonna be Ethernet.
Oh. Only 90s kids know that one.
Not the Ethernet?
Man.
Naysayer. Oh, so naysayer up here is no vote. It was exactly what we probably even said that. What's another word for no vote? And here is someone who says nay.
A horse.
I mean, a horse, but it's 4 letters. Is there another? Angora is a cat and the goat.
Oh, anti.
Okay, yeah. I see it. Guilt, gift from above. It's gonna be godsend. Boom, 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 49. Strong aversions. Strong aversion starts with an O. You think it's odium? Is that a word, or am I just making that up? Oh man. Yeah, it's odiums.
Odium.
Yeah. Oh, it's like odious. I've heard odious before. Oh, autonym is a name for self-identification. I've never heard that term before in my life. Have you?
I have heard autonym before.
That's like the name of your car, isn't it?
Autonym? Yeah.
Yeah.
Grease Lightning. Dragula.
Roll through the ditches.
Yeah.
In the Dragula, is that the name of the Monsters car? And then Rob Zombie wrote a song about it? Or did he coin the term Dragula?
Is that the Monsters car?
For some reason, I think that the Monsters car was called the Dragula. But I could totally be making that up. I would rather that be the case than Rob Zombie having made it up.
It is. Oh. It's called the Monster Coach with a K.
Well, okay. All right. In your dreams, I think this 4 letters, I think it's going to be as if. All right.
No, Dragula was the other car on the.
Also,
there were two cars on the Monsters.
Okay. Okay. Good. So they did have a Dragula.
It says in popular culture, Rob Zombie titled a song on his Hellbilly Deluxe album, Dragula.
So, since Rob Zombie did not coin the phrase or the term Dragula, he just stole it from the Monsters. What exactly has Rob Zombie contributed to pop culture or society? That was the only thing I was giving him, was that he might have made up the term Dragula, and that's kind of clever.
He did
if
that.
He doesn't have that. What does he have?
He did that song with White Zombie that was pretty good back before Rob Zombie. The more human than human.
Yeah. Oh yeah, more. You like that? Yeah,
it's a pretty good song.
More human than human. That's a reference to a movie too.
I'm sure it all is. He seems pretty derivative.
Yeah. What is it? What is more human than human? I want to say Blade Runner, but I don't think it is. Like pandas, yaks, and snow leopards. Okay, Asian. See, there's some of these you would never get unless you already had some of the letters.
It is a Blade Runner reference.
Okay, yes, that's what I thought. And I guess that other song, White Zombie song, that 1965 song, is that like that must be a reference to Charles Manson, I would guess.
I don't know.
Although Manson, I think, would be associated more with the late 60s than 65. But hobbyist knife, that's going to be an X-Acto. What's this one here? Lumberjacks in unsafe working condition. It's going to be axe. No. Well, they might be put up during a fight. Dukes. I forgot this one.
iPod.
iPod Touch. It's going to be Axe Dodgers instead of a tax dodger. Ancestry. Ancestry is our blank roots. Prince's. This could be Let's Go Crazy. It's my favorite early Prince song. I like that song.
This is a good one.
A lot of people go Where the Doves Cry, and that's a good song, but I like Let's Go Crazy. Castor or Pollux? It just makes me think of Face Off. Oh, a star. We were talking about Face Off last week, weren't we? Castor,
yeah.
Castor and Pollux.
Castor Troy.
They were both. Man. I guess they were named after the star. Castor and Pollux Troy.
Wasn't that the names of the
two brothers, the bad guys?
Those little fellas. They drinking that wolf milk in the.
Oh, that's Romulus and Remus.
Oh, you're right.
You're thinking about Romulus and Remus.
Yeah, because those are Star Trek.
Yes, right? The Romulans. Yeah. And the Vulcans, which I guess that's Roman mythology too. Some IRS data in brief. And that's going to be SSNs.
All right, we got one more.
We have two.
Oh, wait.
There's one over here. Old card, that's a homophone for another answer in this puzzle. It's going to be Geo. No, it's not. Oh, Neo. No, it's not. What? Oh, let's just look at this one. Caterers. Oh, Rio. Caterers coffee dispenser. Urn of
events.
Okay. Now we have one square left. It's going to be Jalopy's tin can. Okay, I guess so. I've heard that before. And Fight For is Vi. Ooh, 52 minutes. We got off on a few tangents there. So that's not so bad.
Yeah.
What time did we actually start streaming? Do you have that? Can we stream for an hour and 20 minutes?
One moment. Let me see. We've been streaming for an hour and 8 minutes. So that's not bad. Not bad for a Tuesday puzzle.
Yeah, so let's go ahead, and my clock says 11:55, so we'll wrap up here in 5 minutes. Make this a nice, even midnight outro. I'll tell you one thing though, that this daylight savings pushing the clock forward has jacked me up these past couple of days.
I have never been more messed up. Oof. I woke up at 10 a.m. today, and I was supposed to be at work at 9 a.m.
Wow.
I was like, hey, has anyone noticed I'm not there yet? I'll be there in like another hour.
Because I'm totally there.
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm like, where is everybody?
I'm just, Did you all cancel work today?
I'm the only one here. Try and just convince them that I slipped into an alternate dimension. I'm in the upside down, you guys. I'm here and you aren't.
Oh, it's a Demigorgon.
Oh shit, Demigorgon. I gotta call you back.
I can see Barb, man. She's not looking too great. Yeah, springing forward always messes me up. I mean, even in college, there's 1 year where I had like a 2-hour studio art class with a sculpture class. And I just showed up an hour late. Usually I was like one of the first people there, and I showed up and everybody was like in the middle of working. And I was like, dang, these guys are just on it today. And I noticed the teacher kind of gave me a weird look. And then I started doing some work, and I looked. It's like, oh, it's time to go already. All right, man. And then it was like another full day before I realized that I've been an hour behind the rest of everybody else.
My dad told me a story like that about when he was in high school, but it was because he overdosed on drugs and just showed up to school like 2 days later and didn't know that he'd just been asleep that whole time.
What drugs did your dad overdose on?
Like Quaaludes or something. He was just
I didn't know. So your dad was a partier?
My dad was he was a bad boy when he was
young. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Would your mom straighten him out?
No, I think that she got into some trouble too. But they both were Bergen. Yeah.
Oh, that's so then
they just raised a little square like me.
I know they had all the fun and then just ruin it for you.
Then they were like, you can't watch PG-13 movies.
Trust me, you don't want to make the mistake and have all the great fun we had.
You don't want none of this, Ricky
yeah, Ricky Bobby.
Not Ricky
Dewey.
Bobby.
Dewey Cox.
Dewey. You don't want this, Dewey. Oh, I don't want to get addicted. It's not addictive.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's been messing with me. And then plus I started a longer shift. I'm doing longer shifts at work because of the kids going back to school. So I'm doing 3 10-hour days and then 2 5-hour days. So, which I'm still I'm not getting up any earlier because I had to get up anyway because Marcia gets up and I had to get things ready for the kids to get on NTI and stuff. But I am working an hour and a half longer than I have been, which it's going to be nice on Friday and on Thursday and Friday though. When I just have to do 5-hour days.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon that my schedule's about to get real screwed up too.
Well, and what sucks about it is my schedule's getting screwed up, and just for 6 weeks, then school's going to be out. And that's the only thing that upsets me about this. Every time I come to terms with it and accept, it's okay, it's all right. It's there's some good things. It's going to be nice to start moving back towards normality. But then I want to think about how much trouble it is for everybody involved. The teachers, the students, the parents, for about 6 weeks worth of school. It's just that I start to get angry again.
Yeah.
It's obvious that it makes sense just to wait and start in summer or start after the summer. And then you have all summer to plan and just.
Yeah.
It's jacked up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing it. It's gonna I'm gonna make the best out of it. All right, Nathan, you want to promote your 5 minutes went quick. Promote your trivia.
Yeah. Hey, if you like doing the crossword puzzle, maybe you like other kinds of trivia. So go check out the WednesdayEveningQuiz.com. That's I host a local pub trivia, but you can play online on the website. And I'm just DJing and asking dumb questions. That's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's it.
All right. Well, so far this one's been the smoothest one we've had. I think we're finally finding our groove in this.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll start some power promotion to make this. Yeah, that seemed to have worked out pretty well. So toss that Chromebook in the trash, I guess. Just continue to use my 10-year-old laptop. That takes a half hour to boot up. But once it gets going, that doesn't make any sense. It's like an old car that has to warm up,
Yeah.
And once it warms up for about a half hour drive, it's just fine. But it doesn't have an engine. I mean, it doesn't have a combustion engine. What does a computer have to warm up for?
It just takes forever for it to load up the operating system.
Yeah,
I'm sure if you tried to do anything like play a game on it, it'd crash immediately.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't run. Didn't we have some trouble running Zencastr on it, I think?
Well, maybe.
It was either Zencastr or Zoom that wouldn't play on it. It runs this OBS Ninja fine though.
Yeah, OBS Ninja is pretty nice little website.
Yeah. All right, Nathan. Well, thank you for all that you are and all that you do. Thank you to all the. I'm not thinking the police on the moon anymore. Not since they passed that law that we can't insult them. So.
So in effect, we just insulted the police on the moon.
Yeah,
we've cut them out.
No more. The police on the moon can take a long walk off a short moon pier, and but I still want to thank the sailors and the submarines. We'll see you in the funny papers, kid.